Let me ask you quickly.
Sure.
Do you think that that might happen? We could speed it up by our thoughts and our actions?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. By, for example, for Kevin, just to know this feels right. You know,
Yeah.
Sure, they've been only communicating via the internet or the phone. It's not in person.
Right.
However, the feelings are ignited.
They're ignited.
And to move forward with that.
And that's
I mean, what a
starting.
joy that you find someone who you can fall in love with right
Yes.
across the world.
Yes,
you know?
how wonderful. I know, and it's getting smaller.
Yeah.
Hey, let's take one more call here, I believe. Well,
Sure.
we might have time for two, actually, or more, but let's take Kimberly. Hello, Kimberly. Welcome to Let Us Connect tonight.
Hi.
Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly.
You have a question for Usha tonight?
Yes.
Okay, what is that question?
Do you see any romance coming soon?
For you, sure, Kimberly. How old are you?
42.
42?
Well, we
Let's
moved
see.
from the 50s down to the 40s. We'll be in 30s. I thought it was the 50s night, but 42. She's
Kimberly,
young.
were you married?
What?
Were you in a committed relationship before?
Yes.
Yes, because I saw that that was, okay. It shows that there is a gentleman right now who's interested in you. And you've just recently began thinking about being able to move on. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
And so it shows, yes, but so absolutely allow yourself to go out there and make some new friends and not to be so intense. So don't be critical of yourself. You are your worst enemy. You know what I'm talking about, Kimberly. So do not be so critical of yourself and just focus on finding and greeting and making new friendships.
Wonderful.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You're so
Thanks.
welcome.
Thanks, Kimberly. Thank
Bye.
you, Usha. You know,
My
I had a
pleasure.
friend once tell me years ago, you just need to have every shadow nailed to the wall. I want my ducks in a row. But what do you think of that? I mean, like...
Ducks are never going to be in a row.
I know, I found that out. I've changed a lot.
Exactly. I have
move
never
with it.
seen ducks always walking in a row, you know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the process of life. You dust today, tomorrow you need to dust again. You do your dishes and, you know, one meal later you have a sink full of dishes.
You have another
But that is the
dishes.
non-waiting cycle of life.
Yes.
It's like watching the ocean, which you Santa Barbara barbarians, or how do you call yourselves, you know? Have the wonderful
just a
joy. Have the wonderful joy of having the Pacific right here.
Yes.
And the waves never stop. They just keep coming and coming and coming. And that's the process of life. Nothing stops.
Nothing stops, keeps coming.
You know,
so
absolutely.
It's time to act, to
Yeah.
work.
Oh,
We're always
always.
waiting for it to just be guaranteed or perfect. Or,
I know.
Or to know. I mean, I would think that maybe, well, I don't know, Libras, whatever, you would never maybe know completely because you'd be trying to balance everything.
For sure.
But you have to kind of take a step, right?
Yeah.
You'll find out.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can be balanced through it all if you feel spiritually, bringing us back to what we
Yes.
started talking
Yes,
about.
good.
That if you are in a spiritual mode, you will find your balance regardless
will.
of where you're at. You know, sitting at an airport or a busy station or wherever, you will find your core sense of balance. And that's important.
Yes.
No one touches that then.
No, then you know, don't you? And you kind of begin to know when you're moving off, you kind of bring it
Absolutely.
back. And I know in my life, I have learned that. You go out a little too far and you get to understand it a little
Absolutely.
bit more.
And that understanding only comes with experience.
With experience.
And experience only comes
Which
with...
you have. You do.
I love that, Martha. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. I love it. I'm just like a little baby bird. My mouth is open. I'm listening and taking it in, and I
No,
can.
you
and I
are
hope
so remarkable.
Oh, thank you. I had to pause for a moment when you said that. But anyway, it's like I hope everyone out there, all of you are listening, and really it's just such a wonderful time to share with Usha and to listen to your experiences. I mean, Usha came here from India. Like I said, that isn't probably the most popular choice that could be made with the parents and so forth, but is just taking those steps as a Hindu woman coming over from India, a spiritual woman, and sharing here, and it's just such a pleasure. I know that I met you at a psychic fair.
Yes.
And you were getting person after person coming to you, asking questions, and you love it. You can see it.
It's you know, it's
must
to
be
help
quite a
people.
change.
It was, you know, to help people. I used to be working in corporations,
yes.
and it was all about how to make money for them, for their items, for their goods and everything. And it was my pleasure to work for them. I enjoyed it immensely. But the pleasure and the joy that comes from reaching out and helping another person, it's absolutely, there's no defining it. There's no equaling it.
Can you just look right over here at Allegra's camera and just, we just got like 3 minutes left. And just maybe someone who's really going through, maybe they've lost a loved one, or they feel their life has just changed in some sort of a negative sense. What would you say to them right now, no matter what religion or whatever? You know, what would you say? Just
that it just doesn't happen to only one individual. And it's very hard when one is going through the experience to be able to be philosophic about it or generalize about it. But, you know, looking around us, change occurs in everyone's life, whether it is of moving on, whether it is of losing a loved one, whether it's a parent or a child or a partner. But it's about you being able to focus within yourself and saying, all right, I've gone through this. How is this supposed to change me for the better? To always look for a higher purpose, because all of us souls have a higher purpose. And to understand that is one of the biggest steps that a person can take, which is knowing that we as individuals have to reach out to our higher selves.
Oh, wonderful.
You know,
wow.
That would be one of the most intense realizations for anyone, you know.
And just, I know change is difficult. I think as we get older, it's even harder, and I never realized that.
Yes.
But it is going to happen.
It is going to occur.
And if we're sad, it's okay. I often say, even in the Bible, when Jesus lost his friend, it says Jesus, it's the shortest verse in the Bible. Jesus wept.
Jesus wept.
But he had to go and feel that and go off, and then he was, as we know, able to do a lot more.
Absolutely.
And so are we.
Absolutely. And we, as human beings, have the capacity to love. We love again and again, and we have the capacity not just to love just one person as a partner, but to be in love with children of the world, with people of the world. And that as human beings, we offer that to each other, you know.
Okay, we do. And we got to go. We're just down to a minute, and what can I say? I'm just so grateful, and my heart is so full that you were here.
Oh,
and
my pleasure. My pleasure.
Remember to watch the re-airs that's coming up that are coming up this week. Hopefully Monday at 5, Thursday at 3, and perhaps other times. So please do, and do call that toll-free number if you like, or look up, get on the website for Usha and get a hold of her. This is just the beginning, the tip of the iceberg. But we've got to go. 20 seconds. What can I say? Thank you, crew. I usually go down the names, but I know I'd miss someone tonight because we've just got a little time. But how wonderful, the crew and the staff, and just the capacity and the ability to volunteer and do our best and reach out to you. Thank you. See you next time. God bless you. Thank you, Usha.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.